Morning everybody, and thanks very much for returning to the channel. I've got a couple of things that I want to go through with you guys today on the R1250R Sport, so if you stick around and I'll quickly go through them with you now. And I want to talk to you today about the hill hold situation on this bike. Now, I've never had a motorbike with hill hold before, and I find it's really quite useful. Essentially, in order to engage the hill hold when it's on manual, you just take a big hand on your front brake for a couple of seconds, and then here in the top left hand you'll see a green H, and that then indicates that the bike is going to be held by the brakes. Then to release the bike from hill hold, you simply just pull away in first gear as you normally would, and the bike pulls away. I've seen some reviews where people have said they've had trouble doing this, but mine's as smooth as anything, no problems at all. And you can also disengage it by just holding onto the brake, the front brake again, and watching the green H disappear. But there are a few settings on this, essentially off, manual and auto. So if we go down into the menu and we click across the settings using the spinny wheel, and click down again into settings with the menu button, and you've got vehicle settings. So we click across and we go to hill start control. So this, obviously, if you're on a hill, so uphill or downhill, this works, but sometimes I use it on a very slight gradient, to be honest with you, and it helps me out. So I've got mine set to manual, as you can see, and to change it you can just flip up and hit to the right on the spinny wheel, flip down, flip to the right, select manual, slide down, flip to the right for auto. Now, I'll be honest with you and say I've not tried the auto, but I imagine that essentially the bike's going to sense you're on a gradient and automatically hold the bike, much like my car does when I hit the brake at any given junction, and then it automatically holds onto the car until I hit the accelerator again, and then off it goes. So that's the first point that I want to go through with you today. Very simple, nice and easy, and it's a really good feature on the bike, especially when you're carrying a pillion or if you're fully loaded with your boxes. If it's a bit heavy, heavier than normal, should I say, then I think the hill hold is something that's invaluable, especially on long rides. The second thing I want to talk to you about today is Dynamic Pro riding mode. Now, essentially this bike has 4 riding modes. So we have rain, where the throttle response is held back a little bit, it's a little bit softer. Then you have road, which is set to how you would expect it to be normally, a little bit more aggressive. And then you have dynamic, where the throttle response is very quick, it's very tight. So when we go into Dynamic Pro riding mode, just to explain, so this is a 4th mode, which I didn't really know what it did. So as we go into this, you can see that you've got options for the engine and for the traction control and wheelie suppression. So essentially what this means is you can have, in Dynamic Pro, you can have the engine or throttle response set to dynamic, or set to road, or set to rain. And again, I'm just changing these settings by rolling the wheel, okay? And then to come out of that, so essentially that will save it as you want it to save. You need to just basically click, when it says OK, click to the right, and then it's saved. Okay, so that's now set to road. Click to the left to come out, click down, all on the wheel this is, guys, all on the wheel, and then DTC, and again you can choose dynamic, you can choose road, and you can choose rain. Okay, so you can mix and match those options, and then just basically mine's set to dynamic and dynamic at the moment, but if you want to change it again, you just click right. The black dot indicates that that mode is now selected, and you can click right out of the screen and it's there. Okay, so anyway, so that's pretty much how that works. It's really straightforward, and all I'd say to you is, you know, go out there and give it a go. Go and try and see if you can tell the differences. The main 3 modes that the bike comes with, being rain, road and dynamic, they're all excellent, and to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure whether mixing and matching is going to make much difference, or if it's even needed, to be honest with you, but it's something nice to be able to explore within the bike. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys, really. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel, and those of you who are watching who haven't subscribed, please do subscribe if you'd like to. As always, guys, until next time, ride safe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks ever so much. Cheers. Bye bye now. Bye bye.